Hi there, Tom Paul for QBrush.com here, and in this chapter we're going to refine the ARM system. So I've just imported the rough ARM objects from our main build into the neck system here, because we're going to source a few of the objects that we've just made for the neck to provide some continuity between the neck and arm joints. So we're just going to move that in a bit. We're just deleting excess stuff that we don't need. I'm just going to try to block out the main shapes that are going to be used throughout here. So here I'm just merging a few bits together that I want to use on the arm piece. And I'm just going to duplicate it and move it over. So yeah, I've just taken that same connection from the neck and I've scaled it up and moved it over to the arm because it's exactly the same connection that I want here. So I'm just going to scale that in a bit with the transpose move tool and squash it a bit. And then I'm just going to duplicate it and mirror it on the Z axis so that it's on the other side here. I'm going to duplicate this guy out. I'm going to rotate it using the transpose line and move it in a bit. And this is going to be the connection between the shoulder joint and the what would be the bicep, I guess. And just mirrored it on the x-axis. We're going to move it in a bit, stretch it in, and try and line it up with that. So I'm just going to clip that side there. I'm going to Control-Shift click just to select that group and stretch it out a bit. And we're going to scale that up. I'll actually take it back a bit. And we're going to split that off. And we're going to just chuck in a little another imprint here. And we're going to redynamish all of that together. And stretch that out a bit. I'm going to merge those together. Mirror on the Z-axis after we've duplicated it. And we'll delete that one and move this over to that side. And there we go. So I've just auto groups these. And we're going to hide that bit. And we're going to kind of compress all of this down together a bit. We'll move this out a bit so that it lines up a bit nicer. I'm just trying to split some pieces off here that we don't need. We'll delete those stray bits. So I'm going to come in and duplicate a bit of these pieces and a few of them and merge them together. I'm going to take that, I'm going to rotate it and chuck it over here. I'm just going to move that in a bit. We'll mirror and weld on the X and Z axis. And there we go. I had to mirror and weld on the Y axis so that I could get the shape that I wanted. We'll move that over there. And we'll split this off. I'm just going to clip that in a bit. And we'll mirror and weld them on the X and Y axis. And we're going to duplicate this piece again and chuck it down here. Scale it up a bit. And then move it into place. Then we are going to auto groups, and I've just deleted the rest of the neck piece because we didn't need it for the rest of this. So I'm just gonna insert a cube, Dynamesh it and clip the sides in like that so we get a nice bevel. And I've just sliced out a shape and groove looped it, moved it out. And we're gonna Dynamesh and use the clip curve and clip in some shapes here and Dynamesh again. I'm gonna merge all of that. And polish that up. And now we're going to slice some shapes into here because I want to put like a little indentation. So just slice that out, mirror and weld. Close holes. Okay, cool. Now we're going to go down here. I've duplicated that piece out and deleted the rest. And I'm just going to panel loops it. And move the front panel out a bit. I had that bit at the back that I didn't want. So now what I'm going to do is duplicate this piece out and make a subtraction with it. So we've just subtracted that. Then we've got this piece here and we're going to scale him down a bit and push it in. We'll slice that up, groove loop, and move it in. Scale that down, move it in a bit. And we'll move that in a bit. And I've just closed the holes. And now we are just going to use the inflate brush with the drag dot stroke and a circular alpha and just push some stuff in. group loop that, and we're just gonna move this in a bit, and this is gonna be the connection between the brace and the spinning rotational axis point for the arm. And we're just going to use the standard IMM parts brush and insert those little rivets there. Then we're just going to split those off. So we're just going to polish this up a bit. And we're just going to chuck on radial symmetry and get in there with the H polish and define that edge a bit more. We're just going to get in there with the damn standard and the H polish brush with radial symmetry, local symmetry activated. And we're just going to merge everything together that we want to be on one subtool. And we're going to duplicate this to the other side and just mirror it on the Z axis and move it over. Like that. And there we go.